Studies show that you need at least 50 people in your social circle to feel fulfilled. Now, this can seem like a huge number to some introverts, such as myself, but it's actually not that hard to reach, considering that the people that count in these categories include family, friends, and acquaintances with whom we can have at least a little bit of conversation. So, why do we need to socialize? Why can't we just focus on our work and, as they say, in peace and quiet, be able to generate our best ideas? Because after a while we get drained. If we've been neglecting to go out and be with other people, then we start to feel like we're procrastinating, thinking about what everybody else is doing. All work and no play will make Jack a dull boy. We can go out, mix with people, maybe walk around downtown, and all of a sudden we feel way better, uplifted. We've exchanged positive energy with other people. We can go home and say, oh, these are the stories that I've seen, or these are the conversations that I've heard. And then you get recharged and energized to get back to your work and do an even better job. Mostly work and a little bit of play will make for a productive day. Here's the $1,000,000 question. What do you do at a party? And it can seem very easy, intuitive to social bees, but to introverts, mostly focused on our work, it can seem a little bit challenging, in fact. Like, what do you do there? There's no work to be done. What do you talk about? Who do you talk with? How do you stand? Who's looking at you? Who's judging you? How do you talk? Then make sure you get to that party. And maybe an impediment would be that you have nobody to go with. Your friends don't want to go, so you're left by yourself. But that's okay. Go by yourself. Even if you hardly know anyone there. You want to get there. You want to have a little bit of confidence in your own social skills. Stand on your own 2 feet. It's not that scary. You just make yourself walk over there. Hello, how are you? It's nice to see you. Maybe I've brought some chocolates or whatever. Then you get to the party. You have a seat. You don't have to rush yourself. You can just look around, scan the environment a little bit. It's all right. There's a little bit of mystery and intrigue in silence. And then when you're ready, when you have something to say, when something interesting strikes your attention, go ahead and start talking with people. You don't have to know them. Just make a comment and start the conversation, make introductions. It's really quite easy. They make it look too difficult in the movies. If there's something like music, singing, dancing, or maybe people are playing fun games, usually we're holding back because we think, oh, maybe I'm not the best singer around. But most people aren't. The point is not to hold a concert here. The point is to have fun. And when you can have fun, everybody will be happy to be with you. Here's a special tip and challenge. If you see someone else that's shy, go and talk with them. Because anyone that's been quiet for a while has a lot to say, so it will be fascinating. And you'll also start becoming maybe the keystone to the party. And the next time when those people see you around, they'll be happy. Look, I'm already smiling just imagining it. Socializing isn't so hard, so why does it seem that way sometimes? Because we have this image in our minds of the perfect people to be around, friends perhaps. And we go to such a group of friends, but it's a closed clique and they don't want anything to do with you. And how do you feel then? Like you've been cut, totally demoralized, and you start losing your faith in humanity, like there are no good people, what is this? But actually, I challenge you again to recall those good people that took care of you in your life. And surely you have some in your past, even in your present if you're so fortunate. You might even think, well, those weren't the coolest kids in school, but they were quite cool. Like, I could hang out with them. We had great fun together. We could follow adventures across the countryside and travel and play games and eat out and go to movies, whatever. Those are great people to be with. So we need to be like the sunflower that turns with the sun. If it's going this way, then we can turn with it and always be warmed by friendship. Make socializing a habit. If you've gone out once this week, you don't have to wait till next week to go out again, maybe when you're running low on food. You need to replenish your supplies. Maybe you find that you're working late, it's 6 p.m., but you're pretty tired of it. You maybe set aside your books, make yourself get dressed, and go see what's happening around town. You might find a random concert just for the public, and you can sit there and listen to it a little bit. You could go to the park, maybe even exercise a little on the equipment there, or just have a little jog, or just for a walk, or maybe make a snowman. It's winter right now. So many things. You could maybe go to church and see what's happening there, or a place of worship. You could see online that there's a group for hikes. They organize group hikes. You can go with them. You could join a language class. You could see an advertisement for a random presentation that's even slightly interesting. You could go attend, see what they're talking about. In a couple of days, make yourself go out again. At first, it might cost a little bit of energy, but pretty soon you start to get into it and you're thinking, well, I haven't gone out since yesterday. I might as well go out again today. If you're hanging out with people and they start doing things you don't like, maybe staying out very late and drinking, you don't have to do that with them. You can go home at the height of the party so that people actually miss you. And finally, you can organize your own events. And this is really cool, especially if you're not very close with many people. I've tried this before. Everybody likes to have fun. So if you met a few people around at these events that you've been attending, go ahead and invite them to something fun. Maybe like you want to see a movie, and it's a great movie. They've been playing trailers for it, and people would like to watch it. You'd be surprised how many people actually come. So what can we learn from socializing that we can apply to all aspects of life? It would be to have fun. Like at work, not everything we have to do is interesting to us. Maybe you have some tasks for work that you're not crazy about doing. Maybe you have to write a 3,000 word essay by tomorrow. It sucks, man. You'd rather be drinking coffee with your friends. But you can make it fun. You can make it more playful. You can make it more fascinating, intricate, thought-provoking, pacing, creativity. You could do it in a fun way, like a child will play a game around anything. And especially with projects, maybe we've been waiting for a while, have been planning this one project. Oh, I hope it gets here sooner. And now it's here, but it's requiring some effort. Then don't have a bad attitude toward it. Don't be anticipating the next project along, because the future will arrive on its own. And then you might find yourself missing what you used to do in the past. So the advice would be to enjoy everything you do. And then that's how we get a balance between work and life.